You know when you were a kid and there were like toys advertised on TV and all the toys for the boys were like, here's a gun that you can chase your sister with.
Yeah.
Like, here's the nunchucks that you can hit your sister with while she's asleep.
I remember there was one that was like the spy kit where you can like listen to the ad for it actually was like listen to your sister while she hooks up with her boyfriend. Like it actually was like you could put like microphones in a room and they had this like satellite thing that you could hold and an ear thing and you'd like listen to them.
It's like actually just tormenting your every toy was like, this is how to traumatize, here's how to waterboard your sister.
Your dumb sister. Or the shark do you know like the swim goggles with the shark fin?
Yes.
So it's like your sister's enjoying a day in the pool. She's like in the thing like reading a magazine like all cutesy, and then it's like, why don't you give her PTSD by making her feel like she's about to get eaten by a shark?
And it's funny because every toy for girls was like a journal that locks, or a baby that poops, or like and it's like all the girl toys were like nurturing, like. Write your secrets in a journal that locks so your brother can't get them because all he does is torment you.
Your brother is a terrorist.
Yeah.
Or like things to raise. Like even our like DS games were like little dogs that you can raise, and if you didn't like visit them enough, they would die.
Yeah, it is funny though how like the upgrade, they'd have a doll, the toy company come out with a doll and they're like, how can we make this better? They're like, I have an idea. Let it piss and shit. Yeah. Fully piss and shit.
But back to Genevieve's point, like there were a lot of games, like as a little girl, that were like, if you don't take care of this, it die. Yeah. And like in Neopets, you could only have a certain amount of Neopets. And so like if you wanted a new Neopet, which is a game, of course you're going to want a new one, you would have to put your Neopet up for adoption and it would cry and it'd be like, are you sure you want to get rid of me? And it's like, why? Like why were we doing this to the girls?
All little girls' toys had like anti-abortion messaging baked into them.
Yes, that's exactly probably what it was. And all the boys were like, blow things up.
The boys' toys were like, how can you kill as many people as possible in a limited amount of time? Introducing the Nerf bazooka.
Yeah.
To shoot. Yeah. No, honestly, like I've noticed that like a lot of they've actually changed this since for obvious reasons. But all the Nerf packaging used to like for the Nerf guns used to have a boy and he used to be like he had a face like that. Like it was always like
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 they were saying die.
Or like they had a look of like Columbine look on them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they were like, well, we were
pay. Hey, we were training them to do that.
Yeah, but now I actually like try to go look at like new Nerf guns at Target because I'm a child still.
It's
I
funny
guess.
because you don't have a sister, so it's like why would you need one?
Yeah, exactly. But I was looking at them and like all the packaging now is just like they got rid of all the intensity.
Is there at least like a girl on the gun?
Sometimes they give a girl a gun. Yeah, but it's usually pink.
Of course.
They can't make it. Like they used to make it
and
like
it shoots like sparkles.
Yeah, it shoots sparkles. They used to make the guns like now they have to make everything orange. You know, because everyone's a school shooter now.
So when I was nannying, one time we were at the park, and the boy I nannied was a good kid, but he was a sweet soul, but maybe I would say that he was a little disobedient.
He's a little boy.
And he was like at the park, like following one of the kids around. Like, first of all, little kids are so good at shooting noises.
Oh.
Like that's something that girls, I shouldn't say all girls, but that's something like girls don't have inherently, but like boys can do.
Give me a thing to make a noise.
Machine gun. That's what I mean. Like, they're so good at it.
Wow.
Well, it's because they've been practicing their whole life.
All right, give me another weapon, please.
I don't know. That's the only weapon I know. I'm a girl. I'm a girl. That's the only weapon I know.
Bazooka? All right. That's that.
They're also good at car noises.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't as good as car noises. I used to be really good at particularly making the sound of a Star Wars X-Wing shooting.
Wait, do you want to hear my Star Wars? Because you know I do R2-D2.
Yeah.
But here's my Star Wars. This is a ship going by. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's.
I've never seen Star Wars.
Sounded. Okay. Well, I'm not even gonna.
So, anyways, I was at the park nannying, and the little boy was following around another kid doing the shooting noises. And first of all, the dad of the kid. Why are you at the park? Where's your job? Why are you at work?
Yeah.
Why are you at work?
Yeah. Why are you raising your child?
Why are you raising your child? What's going on?
Are you even
a
man?
He stops the little kid I'm nannying and goes, We don't play
with guns.
We don't play killing or shooting. Oh. And I was like, your kid's a loser. Okay, wait, your kid's not pretending to murder people? I'm sorry.
Actually, that's really interesting because like most of my childhood, I was like literally envisioning the most war animalistic. I used to
and we wonder why men are violent.
Yeah, but like I don't want to hurt anybody. I just liked it, you know.
Yeah,
I would have abandoned the kid that I was babysitting to have sex with Batman right
Really?
there.
I know. Even though he doesn't have a job. I did think it was cool. Do you think he
was like we don't kill? Was he hippy dippy or was he
No, he was like a hot New York City dad. He was like, "Hey, we don't kill."
Because that means that he's letting his wife be the breadwinner to be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah,
I would have fucked that
Which
dad.
is what I want. Which is what I want.
Yeah. Well,
which is like, why would a guy not want a woman to be a breadwinner? You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I would like that.
I'm working on it.
I mean, I can't cook, but you know.
You would learn.
I would learn.
Take a class.
I'll take a class.
Yeah.
I love to just stay home and not do anything.
Yeah.
Working is awful. It's the worst thing in the world. Answering emails. Slack.
Wait.
I'll kill myself.
I'll kill myself.
Slack. Teams.
The
noises at those.
Zoom.
Have you ever had to deal with Slack, Teams, or wait? I could do it.
Mine goes.
Sorry. No, like when you get Slack, or maybe it's Teams. I don't know what it is, but it goes.
You're really good at it.
And you do like 100, and then someone's like going off on you. You're shut the fuck up, Janice. Like, just,
you want to know what's crazy is getting added to different Slack channels, and you're like, and they're going off on the White Lotus Slack channel, and they're going off on White Lotus, and you're like, I'm gonna jump off. But if you leave, then it's like you're ruining like the social.
Oh, I would never. It's
like being in a group chat. If you leave a group chat, it's like a statement.
It is a statement. I would mute so many channels at work. I really did not participate in a lot of work events. I think that was really bad that they would like make you do like, oh, after work's like bowling night, you're gonna come, and then if you like didn't go, they were like, well, you know, this is like a team thing. It's like, no, I'm only getting paid.
They treat you as other
to get work from this hour to this hour. I'm like not down to. You're not my friends.
I know.
I would. You know, I would want to go hang out with people I actually like.
Well, I remember I had one office job before this job, and I was a freelancer, and I barely worked there. But the times I did go into the office, afterwards, everyone would like have a glass of wine and talk at the office, and I was like, oh, this life is not meant for me.
It's not meant for you. Staying inside the office.
It's not meant for me.
Can work at a.
I don't even really know how emails work, and I have a really terrible.
So it's like mail, but it's electronic.
Wait, actually,
it's like texting, but a different app.
No. I have two things I want to say.
Okay.
In Harry Potter.
Oh.
In Harry Potter.
Yeah. They have owls instead of email.
Yeah, we have all this magic. We have all of this magic, and we're making these owls. If I was Hedwig, I would be like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like you have all of this stuff. You can conjure things out of nowhere. You can go from one place to another place with a matter of seconds. And you want me to fly across the country?"
Yeah.
Like
fuck off.
Tom Riddle invents this diary where like Ginny's like writing to him and like
he's
the dead
back.
Tom, like why can't they just do that?
No, it's so
why
messed up.
Why can't that be how they message each other?
It's so messed up. And okay, so the second thing is, since I only really had one office job, I don't really understand how emails work, and I am going on tour, if you remember. I'll talk about the dates later, and I am going on tour, and so I decided I couldn't figure out the email thing on Punch Up, which is where you buy the tickets.
I couldn't figure it out either.
And I talked to the guy from Punch Up, I still couldn't understand it. So I decided to I have a big email list. I have like 200 emails. So I thought, I'll just email them.
Oh, from your personal email?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
I did. Now, I didn't realize when you CC people, they can reply all.
Oh.
How many people were on that list, Caroline?
209.
You created an email where you
Girl,
CC.
Girl, they all started replying.
Oh my God.
They all started replying, and I've never hated myself. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
They're all replying, girl, you got to like BCC.
They all said BCC?
Yeah.
They were telling you to BCC?
Yeah, like they're all replying in this email chain.
You created an email chain with 200 strangers that all that they have in common is that they signed up for your email list. So now you're basically creating like a little fan group chat for yourself.
Girl, it's insane. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. You didn't want to like text me and ask me a single question about
that? I didn't realize.
That's crazy.
I didn't realize that like CC was like.
Yeah, CC's like carbon copy is what it stands for. And it's just like, yeah, you're in here too. You get to see what I'm messaging. But
people can see the.
Yeah, they can reply. They're in on the email. It's like kind of creating like a group chat basically on an email. You basically create a group chat via email. People gonna buy tickets. That's what I need to know. Are they like? Are they?
Now
just,
they're probably pissed as hell.
Well, how do they know that? How do they know it's CC?
I mean, Caroline, it's probably very obvious that whatever email you send it from is your personal email.
Oh, you mean CarolineVanowitz@gmail.com?
Yeah, CarolineVanowitz@gmail.com. Yeah.
I'm just a girl.
I know you're just a girl. It's okay. Emails are tough.
We didn't have email games growing
up.
This
wouldn't have happened.
We didn't have email toys.
We really should have.
No one had
they should have been
toys.
training us to be secretaries.
Yeah. Those are what the toys are now.
Yeah, the toys now should be like...
It's like Slack chat by Mattel.
Yeah, or like... It's like sexual assault complaint.
Uh-oh.
Your boss.
Your ugly boss is asking you what you're doing after work. And then it cuts the girl like, I'm unavailable. And they'll click the button or something. Whatever. Okay. Well, sorry that you're real stupid over email, but that's okay.
I know. I'm embarrassed.
It's okay.
Between you and me, they just do not make it easy to get tickets to concert these days. Like, it's impossible. You literally have to go on a pre-sale, get in a queue, and then by the time you get through, all the best tickets are gone. You also have to like join an email list. You have to have the right credit card. It's insane. Going to a concert should actually be about the show itself and not about waiting in a virtual line and taking years off of your life just to pay thousands of dollars to sit in the back of an arena, okay? Luckily for me, I use Game Time, which is the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer to showtime, which is great because I am a procrastinator, so I cannot plan ahead. I was looking for tickets for Charlie XCX Brat. I didn't get to see her at the Sweat Tour because I didn't use Game Time, so the tickets were too expensive. So I was looking, I had Game Time picks, $196 to see Charlie XCX, and they're great seats. They're amazing seats, okay? So all I have to say is, what are you waiting for? I'm going to buy these Charlie XCX Brat tickets literally right now. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code NOTHANKS for $20 off your first purchase, okay? That is NOTHANKS, all caps, to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code NOTHANKS, all caps, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? It's game time.
You know, I took Caroline to a wedding this weekend, and the wedding was perfect. I know we talk a lot of shit on this podcast about weddings. No,
the wedding was really beautiful.
The wedding was
Actually,
perfect.
I have a complaint.
Okay.
Before the wedding started, which the service was perfect, before the wedding started, they made an announcement. Hey, can you guys just chill it with the phones? Because we have a videographer, and we don't need you to film on your phones.
Oh, yeah. Well,
we have a videographer. We don't need you to film on your phones.
This is during the
so as you know,
service,
me and Chris, if you could guess, are sitting in the back, like the last row.
Yeah, we sit in the back.
And like the two,
we don't need the attention.
The two Muppets, the two old Muppet men.
Oh, we're kind of just making snide comments.
Yeah, we're like,
but that's what we do. Like when Caroline and I do anything together, we just go and we sit next to each other and we go, look at this fucking guy. Like we just talk shit.
Well, I like every time I'm at a wedding, I like to pretend I'm in that that TLC show where all the girls would go to the wedding and rate each other's weddings. Do you remember that show?
Yes.
It was like 3 or 4
I remember
weddings.
That show too,
it was 4.
4 weddings. So basically, like, the concept of the show was 4 women who don't know each other will go to each other's weddings and they'll rank the there was like a rating scale, and they would rate the wedding, like food, venue, and whoever got the highest ranking would get their wedding for free.
And they were all like mic'd up, right?
Yeah, they were.
And they'd all sit at the same table, and like that was the show where they would go to someone else's wedding. And they'd be like, God, she went with that dress. Like they'd be shit talking the wedding while they're there.
The best.
I know. I wonder where I can find the old episodes. It was great. So anyways, so we're sitting in the back now. They say that us millennials, us Gen Zs, we're addicted to our phones. These boomers can't go 15 minutes without recording something.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, so they made an announcement before the service. They're like, listen, we got like 5 camera people here. Like, we're going to get the shot. Why don't you don't need to be on your phone. Like, you're not going to get a better shot than us. But still, and they're like, please stay off your phones. There still were so many people like pulling out their phones, like getting into the aisle and like filming the bride.
So disrespectful.
She's coming down. And by the way, they're probably filming their own fucking face because they don't know how to work a goddamn iPhone. Yeah, and it's like
you're ruining the wedding video.
Yeah, and it's bad.
And by the way, they had like 7 photographers.
Yeah, they had a whole
running
team.
around. They were like coming down from the ceiling.
Yeah, they had a guy who had like cameras strapped all over him like he's Rambo.
He was like
pulling them out. Like one would run out of film and he would pull another one out. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was like a drone flying around. They got every shot.
They got every shot.
Yeah. So that's one complaint, and I agree with you. But
it was so annoying. I was so pissed.
Yeah, but the wedding was great because the food was great.
The food was great. They did
so much food.
Okay. There were mini grilled cheeses.
There were mini grilled cheeses. There were mini everything we talked about.
The mother of the groom.
Yeah,
she was like, "Hey, you better be nice."
Yeah, she was like, "I listen." I was like, "Oh my god." So that's shout out to her. Shout out to her. I don't want to say her name, but
yeah, the food was incredible. The drinks were incredible.
It was a perfect wedding. Everything was perfect. The food was great. Except for one thing. Now, what I'm about to say, not everyone agreed with, but me and Caroline
actually most people disagreed.
Yeah, we talked to other people about it, and they go, "No, I love that," but okay. They had, when you go to a wedding, you either get a DJ or a band, right? DJ band, right? So they decided to have a DJ. Great. DJ's great. But they also decided they probably paid for this, an add-on.
It was probably like it comes with
it. It comes with, or something.
Because why would anyone
So they had a man who was running around the dance floor with a saxophone that was wrapped in Christmas lights, by the way. He was playing the sax on top of the DJ. So... Caroline,
but the DJ wasn't playing jazz music.
The DJ was just playing regular music. So why don't you? I'll give you an example of what this sounded like. Caroline, can you do a song for me?
Yes, of course. Boy, you got my heartbeat running away.
Keep going.
Beating like a drum. It's coming my way. Get to it.
So it sounds like he wasn't even good at playing the sax.
He was fucking up a little bit, but he was like,
he was fucking up a little bit.
He was fucking up.
Okay, so here we go. You want me? I want you, baby.
It sounded like a dying goose. And here's the problem. He was like mingling.
And he was like, and it was so loud, and he was like walking by our table.
He was like doing laps like, and it was just so, I wanted, Caroline goes, halfway through the wedding, she goes, I want to take a handful of quarters and fucking throw it into that goddamn saxophone. And I agree.
But like the other thing is like really? It wasn't even like he was bad. It was more of like he was playing something that wasn't, like, he was, like, doing riffs that weren't there.
Yeah, he was, like, trying to add more.
It was crazy.
So he's saxing all up and down.
Like, you do levitating. I want to do one. I want to show you another example of what he was doing.
I want you. You want my baby. My sugar boo. I'm levitating.
Like, he was just like,
so
what?
we're gauging how our, I knew some people there, friends. We're kind of, trying to gauge how they feel about the sax man. And they were all like, it's great. And then, like, some people were like, the sax guy. Like, they were like, he was a celebrity. And
they were like, I always thought Mr. Brightside needed a saxophone.
Oh my God, he was on Mr. Brightside. Man, how's Mr. Brightside go?
Melody, turning faces to
It was so much. People loved it.
You guys have different interpretations of what it sounded like.
Yeah, we do. But like, somewhere in the middle is what it actually sounded like.
The sound is more right coming from Chris, but he was doing like your bright side was actually correct.
Yeah, you're right.
But he was like doing like more riffs. Like he was like
but like I said, there were a few songs where it was like, oh, this is great. Like the sax adds something to it.
Yeah.
But more often than not, I would say 85% of the time, the saxophone made me want to drive a car through the wedding.
Like this,
okay, if I'm being honest.
I chimed in. Haven't you people ever heard?
It would be like too much. And I imagine listening to that noise gets really irritating, so we should probably move on.
Oh, it was crazy.
But yeah, we loved the wedding. It was fantastic. Thank you for inviting us. And
perfect couple.
Honestly, if you don't really know us and you want us to come to your wedding, we'll come to your wedding and then we'll talk about it, because that's apparently all we do now. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I did want to talk about this news story that I saw about this teacher. I'm going to say her full name because she's under arrest. Christina Formella. So she's a teacher. And
baddie alert.
She's a baddie. She's a baddie. And by the way, that's her
mugshot.
That's her on a bad day. But she's a teacher, and she's being accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a 15-year-old boy. She is 30, and she has a husband. So that adds another element to it. Now, she's being accused of having a relationship with a 15-year-old boy. So she was like driving home with her husband. Her husband's in the car right there, and they pull her over, and they're like, "You're gonna be coming with us." She's like, "Why?" And they're like, "Just grab your things, you come with us." So they arrest her for having this relationship. They book her, they handcuff her and everything. Now, here's what's interesting about this whole thing. I started reading about it and the lore of it, and I immediately noticed some like red flags with the story. Particularly, they got the text messages between the boy and the teacher, and like I screenshotted them here. Okay. Ready for this? These are the text messages that they had between the boy and the teacher. Student, I love you so much, mama. Teacher, I love you so much, baby. Even though this morning was short, it was perfect. Student, I know, baby, it was perfect, baby, so perfect. Now this is the teacher. This is what she texted. I love having sex with you. Student, I know, baby, I love it so much. It feels so good. It's so passionate. It's so intimate. It's so perfect.
The kid said that?
The kid said that. Okay, so I'm reading that and I'm like, what 30-year-old woman texts like that? Okay.
What kid texts like that?
Also, like, what kid texts like that? Like, I don't understand he's 15 years old, but like, I mean,
crazy.
He's sexting at a third grade level, honestly. It's really not good. He's a sophomore.
He's sexting on a third grade level.
He's sexting at a third grade level. So that was an immediate red flag to me. I'm like, this doesn't, like, that just doesn't seem like a good sext. I know it's a 15-year-old boy and a 30-year-old woman and it's a crime, but like, isn't that weird?
This just is always happens that people have like work affairs.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. Like, you always fall for someone at work.
That's right.
And unfortunately for her,
it happened to be a 15-year-old boy. Happens. You get caught slipping.
Hey, that is insane.
Yeah. So okay, so the text messages, I was like, all right, this is a little like sus. Now she's claiming that the boy took her phone while she was like teaching and like entered the passcode and like texted himself that stuff, right? So I'm on Reddit, I'm fully bought in. I'm like, they're setting this woman up, they're framing her, blah, blah, blah. But then this bitch, okay, she keeps a memoir of their whole relationship on her phone in the Notes app.
What was she going to do, publish this one
Following Formella's arrest, police searched her phone and found what was written in the Notes app, according to a petition to deny pretrial release obtained by People, the magazine. In her alleged quote-unquote memoir, Formella allegedly wrote that the victim cheated on me, this is a 15-year-old boy, by the way, and called him disgusting, apparently referencing the end of their alleged relationship. We will never, ever be together again. Talk about a 15-year-old boy. I am not a second choice. I'm the best thing you'll ever have with all of my mistakes. Okay, by the way, she's married to a guy, so she's talking about a 15-year-old boy. In the meantime, I'm going to live my best life. No, she's talking about a 15-year-old boy, and she's like trying to get over him.
He's not the person I thought he was.
I'm gonna live my best life. Like he hasn't taken the SAT yet.
Yeah.
You're talking about like getting over. I mean,
he doesn't have his driver's license.
I know it's like a serious thing, but like it's so silly that she's having.
The memoir is insane.
She's having these like these.
Like, was she gonna write a book?
Yeah, like she's just like.
And she's so torn up about a kid who doesn't have a bank account.
Here's the thing. Next time you're on Instagram and you see someone post a story that's like, I'm the best thing that'll ever happen to him, you now have to think, is this about a 15-year-old boy?
Yeah, you need to like.
It could be.
But like the thing too is like, what if she was just like dunking on him? She was like, and he's broke and he lives with his parents and he doesn't even have a car, no education. It's like, what are we talking about? And also her husband. Can we find her husband?
Yeah, type in
her
husband.
Poor husband. Oh, he's an athlete.
Oh, he's hot.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
He's so hot.
Oh, that poor kid.
God damn. Oh, yeah. She also was saying that people are accusing her of this because she's good looking.
So she knows she's hot.
Yeah. Which is always, always a good defense to go by. I'm too hot for these allegations.
Yeah, she's a college athlete. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, she's a cutie patootie.
None of this makes sense.
She's too hot. Why?
But I guess it shows that like anyone can struggle with being disgusting.
That's right.
I love having sex with you. It's so perfect. What?
Yeah, it was some ChatGPT style sexting.
Her brain is
I'd be more embarrassed by that, honestly.
Yeah, the sex.
I would be like, forget the allegations. Forget losing my job and ruining my life. They got to see my sext. Well, I don't know why. This is happening a lot, though, it seems like. Or maybe we're all just kind of finding out about it now.
Teachers?
Well, there's always been a thing about the male teacher and the female student. That's like a tale as old as time, right? That happens a lot. It's a big issue. But like there seems to be a rise in female teachers like doing this. Or it's always been happening.
Equality.
Well, you know what people do see a lot on TikTok is like there are a lot of like young female teachers on TikTok that film their interactions.
They're like only
yeah.
These are two different things that we're talking about.
And people are like, these are like weird interactions that you're having with your students. Like you're trying to act cool around your students.
They're like, They're like, Michael, how'd you do yesterday in the football game? Oh, you scored? I bet you did.
Yeah, did you do?
I bet you did.
Did you score for me because it's my birthday next week?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember that I'm your number one favorite teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird.
Is it that maybe men around her age are getting so bad that they're like, we got to go young. We got to get them early and kind of raise these kids to be good people. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if there's any logic behind this.
I know, but having an affair with like at least like a 22-year-old.
No, I know.
Like,
even a 22.
He can't even like pick you up. You have to do everything for this boy.
Physically, or
everything. He probably can't pick her up physically either way.
Technically, he's allowed to drive if she's in the car with him.
Oh, that's true.
That's what your driver's permit allows for.
You're right. And this might get cut, but like she's a special ed teacher. Like, was he special ed?
I mean, it would explain the text.
Yeah.
Wouldn't explain her.
She had to message him in a way that he would understand.
God, her poor husband.
You know who I hope he dates? Who's now single? Sydney Sweeney.
Oh,
wait, that would be so amazing.
Yeah,
I hope for him that he dates Sydney Sweeney.
We're talking about the husband, right?
Yes,
not the 15-year-old boy.
Of course.
God no.
So, as you know, on this podcast, we do have something called Hot Neighbor Update, which is where we talk about my hot neighbor.
Do you have an update?
So, I don't have an update on Hot Neighbor. I'd like to introduce a new character to the show, a new segment called Crackhead Neighbor Update. Okay?
We should get this segment sold.
This could be sold. Crackhead Neighbor Update.
Crackhead Neighbor Update.
Crackhead Neighbor Update.
Oh my God, what happened?
Okay, so on one side of me,
roommates with Hot Neighbor.
No, we could be a sitcom. I'm in the middle.
If we had to cast these characters so that like the audience can picture someone.
Okay, Hot Neighbor. Well, you saw her. What do you think? She's a brunette.
Oh, she's like a brunette, and if Sydney Sweeney was a brunette, Gracie Abrams could play Hot Neighbor.
Gracie Abrams.
She's very girl next door.
Okay, perfect.
She's like a brunette. Like she's not like flashy, but like stunning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gracie Abrams with a leg brace because, as you know, my hot neighbor tore her ACL and MCL.
Yeah.
We don't know how.
And really long, gorgeous hair.
Yeah.
Like she's powerful.
I saw her in the hallway the other day. I was starstruck.
Yeah.
Starstruck. I went hi. I said hi.
You did like the little.
I said yeah.
If I saw Gracie, I'd be starstruck.
I didn't even say hi. I went like that.
Yeah.
My mouth just made a noise. Anyway, hot neighbor on one side. Now, there has been an issue in my building. One time, I was leaving my apartment. Caroline was with me, and another neighbor sprung open their door and goes.
She's played by who? Is she played by?
She's played by
Maude Apatow.
Maude Apatow. Okay, this is the Nepo apartment building over here. So
okay, so we have Gracie Abrams, and then we have Maude Apatow.
Maude Apatow. We have to get another Nepo for the crackhead.
Okay.
So Maude Apatow one day opens the door and goes, "Oh my God, have you been hearing the man next door?" And I go, "No." And she's like, "This man screams all night. You haven't been hearing it?" And I go, "No, I haven't heard it. I just moved in." And she's like, "Okay, well, he's been crazy, and he like threatened my roommate." Right?
And there was fear in her eyes.
She was so scared.
When we got in the elevator, I
shaking.
literally said to Chris, I was like, you have to do something because he's gonna murder that girl.
Yeah, but
like she was so scared.
By the way, I had no idea what she was talking about. I'm like, I don't know any neighbor. Like
I was
I
like,
can't
if
hear
you
anything.
ever hear him, you need to complain because like the fear of God is in this girl's eyes.
So anyway, time goes on. This is like a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, and every once in a while, I would hear some noises. But our walls are like pretty thin. Our hallway's very echoey. We're actually very loud in our apartment, so I imagine we make a lot of noise. But like, I heard some yelling. I kind of ignored it. And then a few weeks ago, I really started to hear it. I started to hear a man that sounded like he was absolutely either on drugs or hammered, just kind of murmuring and yelling and like just whatever. So I heard it, but it still wasn't that bad. And I was like, okay, I think the guy next door is the loud guy. He's the whatever. He's drunk, whatever. He's on drugs. One day I'm walking back to my apartment. I see that there's a delivery guy delivering vodka bottles to his door. Okay, This man is getting alcohol delivered to his door. Do you know how much of a lazy alcoholic you have to be to not even go out to get fucked up?
Yeah.
To
New
not
York
even leave
City.
your house? It's crazy to Grubhub alcohol. It's crazy to do that unless you're having a party. But he's not having a party.
No.
He's having a party up here in his head. Anyway, so the other night, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and this crackhead guy is on one. He is completely on one. He is going off. It's just like, like yelling stuff. So I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
I'm in a mood.
Yeah, I'm
in a mood.
And I love when you get in this
You know
mood.
when I get angry.
Yeah, it's the same energy you had when you cursed out that old lady at Costco.
Yeah, I cursed out an old lady at Costco one time. Yeah, but that's for a different episode.
Okay.
She deserved it, believe me. And looking back, she probably didn't, but it's fine.
It's okay. You were in your mood.
And so this character is going to be played by, let's say, Matt Healy. Should we have Matt Healy?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, just for funsies.
Yeah.
Just for funsies.
I didn't know he was a Nepo.
I didn't either.
So I decide to go outside, and I was like, I'm going to knock on the door, but I'm a little nervous that he's like, completely out of his mind. I did hear that he threatened somebody earlier. So I decided to go down the hall, and I knocked to the scared girl, and I said, hey. And she's like, oh my God. Like, she looks like
she's scared.
She's shell-shocked, She's like, huh. And I'm like, okay, hey, this insane. She's like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I'm like, okay, I can't believe I haven't heard this before. So then, now this is a little bit of an error on my part. I actually go get my roommate. He was kind of trying to fall asleep, but I was like, you can't sleep. He was like, yeah, I can't sleep. We go out. We got 3 people. I decide there's a room directly across from him, like the hall, like directly across from him. I decide to knock on their door. That was a mistake.
Because
That was a mistake because the knocking must have been so loud that those people opened their door at the same time as he opened his door.
Oh, no.
So now they open the door, and then, you know what? There's 2 girls in that apartment, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you, as the men on this floor, have a responsibility.
That is true.
So now the door opens, and half of the floor is in front of this guy's door.
And he's there, too.
And he
power
comes
numbers,
out,
though.
And power numbers, but he comes out, and as soon as I saw him, I knew that nothing, no words, nothing would get to his head. He is so fucked up on alcohol or drugs. You open the door, just a wave of alcohol smell comes out. Oh. And also he looked like he was tripping on something. His eyes were not looking in the right area.
Oh, that's so scary.
So he's like,
is he a big guy?
I'm bigger than him.
Okay, good.
I could take him. I could throw him through the drywall if I had to.
He's incoherent.
He's incoherent, but when he's incoherent and I'm afraid of people that are not in their minds because they're not afraid of
anything.
They're not thinking.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm thinking, if I were in a fight, I would think defensively. That man is not thinking at all. He probably can't even feel. Yeah. So he's more dangerous. So he comes out and immediately he's like, what? What do you want? I pay rent on time. He's like, just so, and we're like, can you just shut the fuck up? We all were like, can you please be quiet?
You're the super or something.
He's like, what? I pay rent. Yo, you go back. And he's like, where do you live? And I'm like, I'm not telling you where I live. I go, I live down the hall. I pointed the other direction because I didn't want to let him know I lived in the apartment next to him. He's like, and then, so the girls are being nice and they're just trying to be like, can you just please quiet, just be a little. And I'm like, I wanted to turn to them and be like, ladies, do you think that's going to work? I'm sorry. Look at this man.
Work. Hey, you dumb bitches.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's not going to work.
Hey, that's not going to work. Honestly, I was just immediately as he opened the door, I said, just be quiet. Please go back into your room. He wouldn't go back in his room. I then told the girl, I said, just go down the hall. I tried to get everyone in their apartments. My roommate, Nate, he went the wrong way. I don't know why he went toward our apartment. I really wish he didn't do that. Anyway, we're all scattered in the hallway. I'm just trying to get everyone away from him because now he's walking outside and he's kind of yelling at everyone. He's like, whatever. So then I'm like, bye, have a good night, sir. They close their door. I take the mousy girl. I can't keep calling her the mousy girl.
Call her Maud. She's Maud.
Okay, I call her Maud. I kind of walk with her down the hallway, and then we go into the stairwell because I'm like, let's just hide in the stairwell,
Good for you.
I get Nate. Let's hide in the stairwell. And he's so fucked up, he's not going to know where we went, okay? Yeah. He's like a baby, all right? It's like object permanence with him, yeah. Okay? So I go in the hall, I go in the stairway, and then we start talking. We go, this is fucking insane. We might have to call the police. Anyway, I hear some, shipping thrown down the hallway. And I'm like, what is that noise? And he's like, take some food. You need to eat. Take some food. He threw a frozen pizza and a bag of potato chips and cheese puffs down the hallway.
Well, did you keep them?
I thought you were hungry.
I was thinking about it, honestly. But then I saw that it was Red Baron frozen people, and I'm like, this guy has it bad enough. He couldn't even afford DiGiorno. Ugh. So, Red Baron's gross. My dad used to get Red Baron. I used to shit so much after it. It was gross. Don't ever eat Red Baron. So he throws the pizza down the hallway, and like I am thinking about picking it up because I don't know where he went. Right. So now also another thing he does, sometimes he goes outside of his apartment and he wanders up and down the hallway.
That's so scary.
And he clicks the elevator buttons and the elevator makes all the noise and he's like, all the way up and down the hallway. So there's a break. I think he's down by the elevator. I get everyone and I'm like, hey, go back to your apartment. Let me get your number. Like, we'll create a group chat. We go back to our apartment. We lock the door.
Really smooth way to get a number.
I was
exactly.
like, I waited for my moment. I wish that hot neighbor was there. Just kidding. But
you hired this guy
by the way,
to get the number.
I did text hot neighbor immediately. I texted her first because I thought she was home. I was like, are you hearing this? And she didn't answer. So I think she might have been at.
Wait, she didn't answer?
She didn't answer. She texted me the next morning.
Oh, what did
she
say?
said, sorry, I wasn't at my apartment last night. I was like, where were you?
Oh, where was
where were you?
she?
Were you with someone?
Yeah.
Who were you with?
Who were you with?
Is it a friend? Were you having a sleepover?
Is it a girlfriend or a guy friend?
Or is it serious?
Keep going.
She goes, I wasn't at my apartment last night. Me just text back, is it serious?
Yeah.
So anyway, we get in their apartment. I double lock the door. I put my baseball bat near the door because I'm afraid, I don't know. He's out of his mind. I could see him breaking through. Those doors are not very strong. I could see him trying to break through or something.
Like in what is that movie where he?
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, what movie is that?
The Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah. Anyway, so we go to bed. He's still.
Totally.
We unfortunately, I think we woke up the sleeping crackhead giant a little bit, even though he was not asleep at all. He spent the rest of the night walking up and down the halls, just going, I created a group chat. I was texting the girls. I was like, listen. One of the girls was like, I think I want to call the police. I said, I think you're well within your rights to call the police.
I think so too, yeah.
This person is out of their mind. They're dangerous. They're kind of like threatening.
Did she call the police?
She didn't call the police. At some point, he must have passed out. And we all got together and we were like, I was kind of like, has anyone messaged the building? And like, the girl was like, yeah, I sent one thing. I'm like, no, we got to flood them.
We got to flood
So the next day, I emailed every email I could find. I called, I texted everyone. The building is now aware of the situation. I'm not confident, though, that they're going to do anything about it because I don't know what they can do. Can you evict someone for being a drunken crackhead?
Yes, you can.
You can?
You can evict someone for being like inappropriate and like you can convict someone for being too loud, basically.
Okay.
In my lease, it's like if you're like rowdy and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know because like I know that tenants have a lot of rights, especially in the city. Yes, New York City disorderly conduct can be valid reason for eviction, specifically if it constitutes, what's that word? Nuisance?
Nuisance.
Okay.
So my thing is maybe you do call the police.
No,
then.
I mean he's definitely the word nuisance is very light way to describe his behavior.
Yeah. But maybe you do call the police then. Maybe freak him out because he might have some substances.
I think if the police are called, it will result in him being arrested because I think they're gonna knock on his door and he's probably gonna be violent. I mean, he was like yelling like "fuck the police" at night. Like I think that if the police were called, he might be arrested. But either way, the building is aware of it. We're waiting. Last night he was acting up a little, but then he stopped.
This is scary.
It is kind of scary.
It was scary, especially late at night.
I can't imagine being Maud Apatow.
Maud was very afraid.
Does she live alone?
No, she has a roommate named Daniel who he called me the other day, and he was like, I sound like a bro. Kind of want to hang out with him.
Wait, so are they dating?
I don't think so.
How do you feel about like?
Sorry that took too long.
Men having a just like female roommate.
I had a boy roommate
who was straight.
Yeah, and it was weird.
I think it's like
if you were dating a girl and
he walked in on me showering a lot.
He walked in on you showering a lot?
Yeah, and he
on accident
brought a girl home named Genevieve.
Oh.
Okay.
Which is like
this is crazy.
Which is like, what are the odds?
Not that many people have
what
that.
What are the
not
odds
many people
of
with
that?
the name Genevieve.
And people have said, like, you're reading into that, Genevieve.
No, you're not. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it could really work. I think it could only work for a short period of time. It's a weird dynamic. Just men and women I feel like if they're not dating, they need their own space. You know what I mean? Like they live very differently. I mean, if you have to do it, you have to do it. Like some people just don't have a good choice like to live with, especially if they're like Caroline, you moved to the city, like
yeah.
You don't really know anyone.
Yeah, totally.
You know, like you didn't have friends from high school that were here.
No, of course. But I think maybe like what I mean is like in our late 20s, like, you know, people are like dating somewhat seriously. It's like, could you date someone who just had like a female or male roommate?
Yeah, I mean,
I think I would kind of be like, you don't have any other friends to live with? Like, we're not in college.
Yeah.
This is when I was in college. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
I know
know
a girl that like lived with a guy and like they ended up sleeping together.
No, of course they're gonna sleep together.
You know. Anyway, my building is a real hoot.
Yeah.
It's a real hoot.
It's really shaping up to be like some fun dynamics.
Yeah, we could have a Seinfeld type situation in here. Maybe we'll get a Newman pretty soon. I need an arch nemesis.
Yeah, you need an arch nemesis. And the arch nemesis dates hot neighbor. For a little bit.
That'd be good. So currently right now, crackhead neighbor is obviously Kramer.
Of course, crackhead George Kramer. Your
no
roommate is obviously Jason Alexander.
You mean George Costanza?
George Costanza.
Man, that's such an insulting thing to say about him, but might be
no,
true.
But just like the character dynamic.
Yeah.
Like your sidekick.
Yeah, he's a sidekick.
So she would be Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I don't know any of their.
You don't know their Elaine?
Helene, yes.
Not Helene, Elaine.
Elaine, I said Elaine.
Okay.
Elaine.
I heard Helene.
It's because it's just because
you've been living around too many Hasidic Jews.
Stop. No, it's because the actors come to mind first.
Yeah. Well, it's good you know their names. I'm sure they very much appreciate that. Because I'm sure on the street, everyone just yells, George Costanza at Jason Alexander.
No, it's Jason Alexander.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my story. Do we have anything else you want to talk about?
Well, we did want to talk about Genovia.
So, and this is a movie, by the way, I've not seen.
This is one of my favorite movies.
I've not seen this movie. What's the movie called? Princess Diaries?
It's called Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
Basically, Chris didn't really understand the plots of the Princess Diaries, which we will watch. But the idea is it's this girl, her father's passed away. She's not really like close with her father's family because her mother and dad kind of got divorced before he passed. She's in high school. She's a nerd. She only really has like one good friend. And
she's like ugly, but only because like they make her ugly. They give her glasses.
She's ugly, but it's only because she doesn't know what deep conditioner is, and she has glasses.
And they're like, all you need is take those glasses off, and you'll be beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So her grandma is in town. She wasn't really close with that family. They were a little bit, distant, and they were like, she really wants to meet with you, and she's like, okay, like whatever. She had a good relationship with her dad, but she's like, okay, whatever. So she goes and meets her like rich grandma, and her grandma's like, do you know what I do? And she's kind of like,
how does she not know this?
She's like,
she's like 18 years old at this point, right?
Yeah, she
was
like
never
15,
mentioned that
15 or 16.
You know how self-involved teenagers are.
Yeah, but like it was never mentioned that like, by the way, your grandmother like is.
She's like, I thought like the
country.
Secret Service was just for fun.
Yeah. Wait, they were wealthy, right? She grew up wealthy.
So like the thing is like
they live in San Francisco. San Francisco's a pretty expensive city.
And they had a big house, but like her dad was kind of Meghan Markle, where he was like, oh, I like want to like.
Her dad was Meghan Markle.
No, her dad kind of. Her dad was giving Meghan Markle and Harry where like they were like, we kind of don't want to be a part of this.
Oh, okay.
So they were like, we kind of don't want to be a part of this, but then they got divorced, and the dad, it's like Princess Diaries because like. It was a book first, and she like wrote in her diary, but he also like wrote her like letters and stuff. So she goes and meets her grandma, who's Julie Andrews, who like has an accent, and they're Secret Service, and she like lives in this crazy house. And the grandma's like, do you know what I do for a living? And she's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I'm the queen of this country, Genovia.
And she's like, and then she's like, and you are.
And she goes, you are a princess.
And she goes, shut up. Wouldn't it be so funny? So she now is like royalty, right, in this country.
She's now royalty because she's turning 18 soon.
And she's gonna have like political power. One can assume, right?
Yes.
So how funny would it be if like the grandmother was like, what's her name in it?
Amelia.
The daughter.
Mia.
Was like, Mia, Genovia has many colonies in Africa, and there's been a bit of a rebellion. It is up to you to quell those rebellions.
Yeah.
So sign here so we can approve drone strikes, Mimi.
So as you might have seen in the news, Genovia has bombed Yemen. But as you can only believe...
We have to protect our interests, darling.
Yes. There is oil.
You
have to think of the future of Genovia.
Genovia needs energy. And our lithium mines... need to be protected.
Now, Amelia,
don't believe what they're saying, darling, about the child labor laws, okay? It's none of Genovia's business. It's in Genovia's best interest.
No, this isn't chemistry class. You're an adult now, and you have to make adult decisions. Now, you would need to remember that those children in those countries aren't real people.
They're not people.
No, they're not like the Genovians.
They would never be accepted here.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
Because they're not white.
They're savages.
Genovia has a bit of a illegal immigration problem.
Yeah, so like, did you see what happened? Did you see what happened in Genovia? They bombed Yemen again.
They bombed Genovia, bombed Yemen.
And then Obama's president at this time. Obama's president, by the way, I'll role play Obama's president because I guess Trump's it's kind of fun to say too, but like, like Trump, I just am thinking like from like, I guess I shouldn't do a black accent.
All that to say you shouldn't do a black accent? I was going to do one more.
Trump is like, do you have friends in Genovia? Oh.
Love the Genovians.
Love the Genovians.
Love them.
Love them.
You are a princess.
Yes.
They always said that to me.
Strong women. I love strong women.
We love Genovia. Genovia must align itself with Vladimir Putin. We must. The Ukraine started this war, and Genovia is supplying weapons to the Russians.
Yes.
We must protect our interests. So yeah, where is Genovia on the map, by the way? Did
No
they ever
idea.
explain that? Oh, it's just
They
somewhere.
all have different accents. Some of them
They're like
they
British.
all
have
different
French accents. Some of them
It's
have
just
British
a
accents.
hodgepodge of like.
And like at one point, like they do, like other people are speaking a different language, and it's like, what languages?
Yeah, but that's
wait,
kind
there's
of
a
the joke.
Genovian language.
By the way, they all.
Shonda Rhimes worked on it.
Did she really?
Let me double check.
Well, it's
that.
so good. Like, Chris, I'm being honest. Like, and I'm not saying this like in a parody way. Like, it is such a good movie. And the
it looks
soundtrack
great.
is so good. 2001. Oh my God, what a year.
I know. So much happened that year.
You can dreams.
Yeah. She found a way to sing on the podcast again. She always does.
No, she worked on the
She
second
wrote
one.
the second one, but the
second
second
has
one's
Chris Pine.
honestly better.
Oh, I disagree.
I love the second
Well,
one.
it's because there's like
Did
enemies to lovers in the second
did
one.
9/11 happen?
yeah,
in
that's why I
Genovia?
love the second one.
Yeah,
so
the second
much.
one is like sexy.
I love enemies to lovers.
But the other thing
I
too
just can't
about
help
Mia
it.
Thermopolis, imagine we had a ruler in America who didn't grow up here.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it existed.
Elon Musk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Elon Musk. Elon
Yeah.
Musk. Everything you're
no
gonna
wonder they
say.
hated
Imagine she
so
was a
much.
woman. Imagine she was a woman. Like, that's terrible.
Grimes. No, I don't know. By the way, she has aged so well.
She's gorgeous.
She's
yeah.
so attractive.
She's beautiful.
Oh, but
she
that
also had a
haircut-
pixie cut.
No.
She
survived a pixie cut.
She survived the true
Stop.
sign of a star is surviving your pixie cut
cut.
era, which Anne Hathaway has done.
She
Do you
did.
want to know who else has done it? Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, but
and
Yes.
now we all have to pray to the pixie cut gods that Emma Stone will survive this.
Oh, she's down bad right now.
We have to pray
Wait.
that
Florence Pugh,
But wait, can I
another
just say
one.
something?
Florence Pugh survived too. That's a real star.
Can I just say something about why this pixie cut is different than all the other ones?
It's the comb over.
Okay, that, but also the reason she probably has a pixie cut is because she had to shave her head for Les Mis. This is tough. This is real tough. Oh boy.
No, they do all look
Oh,
good
my
because they all have
God.
like beautiful
She looks
faces.
like a ginger little boy.
Stop.
Sorry.
No, she doesn't.
I'm sorry. It's giving Little Rascals. This is tough.
She'll survive it. She's a real star. She'll get through.
Pray for her. How long does it take to get back to a normal hairline?
A long
time.
fucking time.
A long time.
But they can do extensions.
Yeah, so another movie growing up that I loved, I mean, Princess Diaries is like one of my top, like literally 5.
Yeah.
But another movie that was big growing up was The Pacifier.
Great movie.
Great movie.
My favorite part of that movie.
Yes, that's what I'm going to talk
You're
about.
about to go into it? All right, you want to
That's
do
what
it?
I'm going to talk about, is that
Okay.
in The Pacifier, there's this part where they call Vin Diesel over because the son...
The son, the emo kid, like Slim Shady lookalike, is acting up. Right.
They find
so he's got blonde hair. He's blonde hair, blue eyes, and
Yeah.
he wears all black.
and he
the
wears all
time.
black. And they find a Nazi
Yeah.
memorabilia.
Go.
Do you remember this
Type
scene?
that in.
I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, they
before.
find.
What?
They
You've
find.
never seen The Pacifier? Okay, well, let me tell you the plot.
Basically, there's a family, and the dad of the family is like he's like important to the government. He's like a computer guy. He knows all the codes or whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's really important to the government. Vin Diesel is like a secret agent for the government. They're on a mission together, and Vin Diesel's role is to protect the dad, right? Unfortunately, the dad gets killed, right?
He does?
He does. He
I
gets
thought
killed.
he'd come back at the end.
No, that
I
was
don't
the mom.
remember.
That was the mom because the dad put something in a bank that only and they sent the mother because she's like, you're the only one who knows the code to get in, and there's like a password to get in, right? So
You can just tell someone.
So no, the dad is a scientist for the government, right? He knows secret codes and stuff,
Do
right?
you remember this
Okay.
movie?
He gets killed on a mission with Vin Diesel he knows the secret code. The government needs to get into his bank or something like that, but they don't know the password. So they take the wife, the widow, and they take her away and they go, you need to help us figure out the password for it, which leaves the family unattended. So they go, Vin Diesel, you fucked up. They got the dad killed. So guess what? Now you're going to take care of the kids for like a month. Okay. So the
kids movie.
The kids movie. This is a kids movie, by the way.
What?
So Vin Diesel goes
a popular kids movie.
So Vin Diesel goes and now he's going to look after the family. A classic situation. Tough guy.
Okay, by
family.
the way, this was really big in the early 2000s. Wife swap, parent swap. We just wanted to get rid of the parents. Let's traumatize the kids and change up their parents.
Exactly. So now Vin Diesel.
No wonder he's a Nazi.
Yeah. So Vin Diesel. So he's got the family. You got the daughter who's like a preppy slut. You got the little kid who's a rascal. You got
Brittany Snow, who by the way was tearing up the IMDb back in that day.
Okay. Anyway, then you got this little kid. Then you got the son who's like blonde haired, some shady like he's like, I don't know what he was. Anyway, there's a scene where the principal brings Vin Diesel in and goes, hey, listen, this is what I found in your son's locker. It's a fucking Nazi armband.
It's insane. It's a sweatband.
I remember being in the movie theater seeing this as a kid thinking, Jesus Christ.
I don't remember thinking Jesus Christ.
So they had a Nazi armband, and then he goes, he's not a Nazi, but he has a Nazi armband. So what's explained is that the kid is actually not a tough rapper kid. He's actually a little bit of
He's in Sound of Music.
He's in the Sound of Music, and he's playing Ralph.
No, he's not playing Ralph. He's playing the boyfriend of Laurel, whatever.
No, he's playing Ralph because he sings.
No, Louisel. That's not Ralph who sings that.
I thought that was Ralph.
No, Ralph is Louisel's brother. This is her boyfriend. Have you ever seen Sound of Music?
Ralph? What is Ralph? What's the boyfriend's name?
Have you ever seen?
What's his name?
I don't remember his fucking name. He's only in 2 scenes.
Can you type in?
He's not a big character.
Wait, type in Sound of Music Ralph. I need to
see. No, Ralph is the brother.
No, it's the boyfriend.
Yes, it's the. Oh.
You're so wrong. Shut the fuck up. Are you kidding me? You went so hard. Your musical theater. I know everything. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. I hope you're embarrassed. I hope you're embarrassed.
Can you do me a favor?
No, that stays in. I hope you're embarrassed. Ralph is the Nazi boyfriend, okay?
Can you look up the name?
He's not the brother.
What's the brother's name? The brother's name is stupid like Ralph. What's the brother's name?
That was pathetic.
Franz.
It's Franz.
Kurt. Yeah, Kurt.
The little. I guess it is Franz. Okay.
I'm
sorry. I forgot that they had all the gay ass freaking names.
They're Germans, all right.
Yeah, and there's nothing gayer than being German.
No, there is nothing gayer than being German.
Let's all salute.
That's true.
Let's all salute by doing Evita arms. You fucking loser.
Let's walk in. Let's walk in straight lines and make sure.
That's how you guys wave. You guys wave like as if you're doing a. I can't even
Don't do it. Don't do
it.
Yeah. No. How about when they walk and their legs are all aligned? They have to practice that.
Oh, you're in a marching synchronized
true.
walking.
Oh, and they'll have to have matching uniforms. They have to be perfect. They're so gay.
They're
Nazis are so
gay.
OG Nazis are gay.
And also, like, even though I can't.
New Nazis are kind of weird.
Okay, my bad. He's playing Ralph.
So Ralph is
okay.
The
Wait,
Nazi.
I just want to say something. I'm really sorry that I went.
You went so hard on me, and I knew I was right.
I thought Ralph was the brother.
No.
Okay, you were right.
Thank you.
You gay? You fucking musical theater loser.
Yeah, I guess I'm a musical theater nerd now.
Crazy that you knew that.
Yeah.
What? It's
okay. So he's playing Ralph, which is Liesel's boyfriend.
Thank you. He's playing Ralph in The Sound of Music, and that is why he has the Nazi armband. But it was so crazy to have that be like a plot point where they're like, he might be a Nazi.
Yeah.
And like,
also crazy for them to have those costumes in middle school or high school or whatever they're in.
You know what? That is a little strange that they went real hard with the Nazi thing, but I guess they got to be. They
like
be
drop
accurate.
like a Nazi flag from the ceiling.
Yeah, they do.
Where do you even buy that?
You can buy it. I looked it up. No.
Genevieve's looking it up. I'm sure someone.
No, don't go on Amazon and look up Nazi flag. Okay, do it. What's the say?
Oh, I just hate that they sell that. Oh no, you can buy that on Amazon.
They sell a lot of Okay.
No, I don't like
that. Is that a Nazi quarter?
To be fair though, it's a Nazi flag with a slash through it.
Wait, the Trump 2024 popping up is insane.
24 popped up when you typed in Nazi flag.
Yikes.
Okay, to be honest, you really can't buy that much.
No, yeah. The only
but
thing.
Wait, what was the bumper sticker? What was the bumper
coin?
sticker?
Is there a Nazi coin there?
There's a bumper. One more down. Nazi lives don't matter. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Wow,
scared.
Look, you can buy a Nazi pride flag.
Wait, what's the cat thing? There's a cat one.
It said,
eat the rich, hunt the Nazis. Okay, cool. Okay, so you really can't buy that much Nazi.
Well, you can buy the coin. That was a little disturbing.
That was disturbing. You know, like Buddhists people are like, it was our symbol first.
I believe Hindus, they're like, this is a Hindu symbol for peace.
Yeah, they were like,
it was.
And it was. And
for thousands of years.
And by the way, I feel for them. I do feel for them.
Sometimes your content gets stolen.
Sometimes your content gets stolen.
And it's like no longer belongs to you.
It's like when Kelly Clarkson covers a song and it's like, well, what am I supposed to do?
It's not your song anymore.
I'm supposed to just sing my song after Kelly Clarkson took my song and
oh my God, can you imagine her singing Such a Bitch?
Wait, Kelly Clarkson? Can you please sing it? I really need the streams.
She's not listening.
Lovesick hasn't hit 1,000 streams yet, and I've just been so. I was actually talking to my friend Ruby about this yesterday, because we were talking about body image and how we used to be so obsessed with our bodies, but we don't think about it too much. And you want to know why I don't think about it so much? I'm so busy. It's really hard.
She's a busy girl.
No, it's really hard it's hard to want to kill yourself and hate yourself when you're so busy. And I'm not
you have
even
too much to do. You can't kill yourself. You have so much to do
tomorrow.
I have
so much to fucking, and I'm not even trying to be necessarily that funny. Right here, it is like a silly thing to say, but I am last night I was busy until midnight 30.
You can't kill yourself when you're taxes
and I wake up at 7:30. Yeah, I can't kill myself. I have so much to get done.
Yeah.
And it actually is nice. So and I was talking to my sister about this. I was like, if you're really struggling with something, get so busy.
Get busy.
If you're going through a breakup, you really should just.
Yeah.
If you're going through a breakup, get busy. Hobbies.
Do things like audition for the Sound of Music at your school and wear Nazi armbands.
Should we tell Genevieve how the pacifier ends?
Maybe. It doesn't matter how it ends.
Yeah,
everything's fine. They get in. And everyone's fine, and he's not a Nazi, and he's in the Sound of Music, and Vin Diesel helps him with his dance or something in the play.
Yeah. Should we play one? Who's at the party? Okay. Genevieve's never been the person at the party, so
yeah.
Okay. So who
she's Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Okay. Oh, someone's at the door. Whoa! Hey!
Whoa!
Hi.
Hey!
Wow!
You're back.
Yeah.
You're back.
I am.
I love your outfit.
Thank
Very
you.
colorful.
I love your sweater.
Very colorful.
I love your swetter.
Yes.
It's
my
great.
sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of known for that. You're known for the sweater thing.
I am known for my sweater.
Yeah.
And other things.
And other things as well.
My sweater and other things.
Yeah.
Would
you like some
Yeah, can I have something to drink?
Of course.
Sure.
Do you want your concoction or should I get you?
Maybe you should make it.
Yeah, maybe you should make it.
Okay, sure, I'll make it.
Yeah.
But don't make me a drink.
Don't make me one. Don't make me one.
I don't want one.
I don't want that. No.
Am I Jonestown?
No.
I
don't know what Jonestown is.
I don't know what that is.
Is that another TV show that you watch that no one else watches?
No,
I think it's like a true crime.
Kool-Aid.
Oh, no, you're a person.
No,
you're a person.
No, you're a person, not a
he
whole
is
cult.
a person, you idiot.
Oh, his name's Jonestown? I don't fucking know.
No, wait, that story's actually so crazy.
I know.
Because he didn't kill his son. But he killed his son's whole family, including his son's kids. It's crazy.
It's very White Lotus.
His son was at a basketball tournament with Jonestown had a basketball team.
What?
And they were at
This is so your family.
No, and they were and they were at a basketball tournament. His son was on the basketball team, and they were at a basketball tournament. So his dad killed his dad.
What are you doing taking your shoes off? This is a mess, by the way.
She's call her daddy.
Yeah. So
can we clean this up? This is all on camera, by the way. Oh, you crap.
So he killed his son's wife and her kids and all that stuff, and he came home from his basketball trip and he was like, "What?" And he went on Oprah and he talked about it.
He came back from his basketball trip and he was like, "What?" That was his reaction.
It's kind of funny that the cult, their big day was happening. We gotta continue this bit, by the way. The cult was having their big day where everyone's gonna commit suicide, but he's like, "But son, you have a basketball game, okay? You gotta make a commitment.
You want to know what it's giving?
You gotta make a commitment to this team. Your life."
Yeah, it's giving my grandma.
Yeah, that's
It's giving when my grandma died, but I had a basketball game.
Yeah.
Ball is life.
Anyway, back into it. Back at the house. Yeah, definitely you can make yourself a drink.
I think I'll make a Bloody Mary.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't take you
definitely know a few people named Mary.
That's for sure. I wouldn't take you as a Bloody Mary type person. I'd take you more for like a pudding type person, maybe. You know?
Okay, I was thinking Jesus for a second.
No.
With pudding. Am I Willy Wonka?
No. Do you know?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you do know.
So crazy.
Pudding.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
pudding.
So you have interesting colored sweaters. You love pudding and you love making drinks for people.
Do you guys have any snacks? I'm feeling a little.
Well, we have pudding.
We have pudding pops for you.
Pudding Pops. I'm not familiar with Pudding Pops.
Okay. Well, they're Pops made out of pudding.
It.
Yeah, we thought you loved pudding.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wait, what?
I'm trying to help you.
Oh, did you get a lot of pudding in jail? Did they have pudding in jail?
You're only there for a little bit.
You were only there for a little bit.
You got out.
You really got a sweet deal.
You did get a sweet deal. Statute of limitation. Yeah.
Have you guys talked to my family at all recently?
I actually don't know anything about your family. Well, your TV
well, I don't
family?
Your TV family.
Your TV family?
I love your TV.
Mike Cosby.
Yeah.
He said pudding.
Pudding. Where he goes, pudding. How does he do it? Pudding. Pudding.
He goes, pudding.
Pudding.
Okay, anything else we have to talk about?
No, but, I just want to thank everyone for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate you guys. We love feedback. People have been messaging us. I think the person's name was Jonathan recently messaged us. We love when you message us and you give us notes or just want to say anything to the podcast. Comment, please.
I'm really sorry I put you guys on a CC email. I feel like such a dumb idiot.
If Caroline did put you on that CC email, please let us know. Please send a picture of it. That'd be really funny.
No, it's like actually I called my manager. I was so stressed. I feel like such a fucking idiot.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. Please review us on Spotify, comment on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, listen to Caroline's singles, both songs, Such a Bitch and Lovesick.
Yeah, because I want
to
make more, but I can't justify it if no one's listening.
Come see Caroline on tour. Come see me on tour.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in LA on June 26th. I'm going to be in Austin on July 17th. I'm going to be on Long Island on June 14th and 15th. I'm going to be headlining the Gutter in Brooklyn on Friday, May 2nd. Caroline,
I'm going to be doing, I will have just finished my first weekend of mine when this episode comes out. So the next one will be Medford, Massachusetts on May 8th. So please come to that.
Yeah.
I'll do the rest later.
We'll do the rest later. But thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you next week.
And I'm also doing Chicago in May, so come to that too.
Bye.